Yeah, you did. I saw Raven. I saw.
Mm-hmm. How many plus ones do I have
Oh
right now, by
yeah.
the
All
way?
right. So in case it matters, we have Demon Quiller gave you one. So it is just on the cusp of falling off, which would mean that it's the first one that I would consume if you use one. But Demon Quiller
Mm.
says for Murdeki, Mirdeki, for Murdeki.
Ridiculous.
So Murdeki gets a +1 here. But it looks like well, there's a +1 for Cipher, and we'll see if Cipher needs it. Aside from that, there's Mordecai. There's a Bright and a Norelei. Uh, I am floating two. Bright has a second one. Um, I have a third one. Mordecai has another one. Celine has one. Bright has another one. Loki, Norelei, and Bright. So Bright is actually carrying a lot. It's like she's a divination wizard or something.
Yeah, I have a lot. That's good because I'm out of lux.
More for Matty to
I
do
only
with
have
as
one
he
point
sees
left.
fit. Wah
It's
ha
not a
ha
good
ha
thing.
ha ha
It's
ha ha
bad
ha.
news.
I mean, Miller, if your message is for me to do as I see fit,
No,
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 don't
you have to
don't do
specify
that.
that it's for us.
I will do as I see fit then, with your fickle god's favor. Uh, if you intend for me to be a drama queen about it, I will absolutely do so. Pinky's out, darlings.
Miller!
Raven giving him a banhammer. All right. Well, we have our crew back, and to go over the very recent. Well, we had a bit of a chase. You were chased through here, past a lot of awful things, and now you're in a further in an awful place, further and deeper into the ship. Uh, corralled through corridors and hallways. You had come through a rather clean hallway, given the weird kind of like transformation, cocooning, or whatever was going on. Um, but Mordecai, you are the first to run into the command bridge, and as you do, you see that for as much as there was a horde behind you, corralling you, there is another one that is here in this place. And they weren't all looking forward in this direction, but very creepily, they are going to turn. Not all of them with a they, but there are some of the large, lanky ones with like 4 or 5 foot long arms. One of them is on some sort of a raised dais at the front of the command bridge. Another one is in between some kind of controls, two sets of control somethings, and it was using its long spindly fingers to just reach over, and whatever it's doing, it is just tapping its 2 3 foot long fingers across the panels. There are two more of these lanky, bony officers. I mean, it was a lieutenant back in the doppel ship that are on either side of the command dais. There's only a small handful of vampiric doppels, which are these little green guys that are actually up on the command dais and flanking who you presume to be the captain here in the middle. These are corpses of doppels of people. You're getting humans and tieflings. You're also getting a few dwarves as well. The doppels are not dressed in uniform, but there are uniforms being worn by the others. And these are not really moving. They don't seem to notice you. They're in various poses. Some seem to be looking out. Some seem to be considering a half-broken chart of some kind. These
Now,
are statues, in a sense. What? I'm sorry?
Are they like moving at all? Or are they just like
Minimally.
actual corpses not dead?
They are
Or
minimally
who-
moving. So the one reading a list is just sort of like
Yeah.
taking a finger and plopping it on the list and
Okay.
streaking it down, lifting it up, and recycling it again, such that if you looked at the clipboard, there's probably a scratch down the wooden back, and the paper's already been ripped in half from this repeated motion, time after time after time. And there's no flesh at the end of its finger. Then you have crew. They appear to be very gaunt, not distended or deformed in an obvious way, but they are wearing maybe ship officer uniforms. They look nicer, have some sort of more decor or something, more than what the crew has been that you've seen plastered around the place. And the crew here, the officers, if that's what they are actually facing this way, and they do not turn to face you like these lieutenants, these sort of bony overseers. And you can see that face that was carved into the totems back in the doppel, in the first doppel expanded village. Carved out of, well, not really even carved out of, made with bone and flesh. Some sort of just a horrific sculpture of dead stuff that seemingly accents the command throne, like it's almost like grabbing onto it, and like just a big accent piece that draws the attention and the eye to the captain who is sitting in the command throne, and then providing some unnatural illumination. And Bright, this might hurt your heart a little bit. You see that there are various flaming skulls, with and without horns, that are lighting up this morbid, this macabre sculpture.
Do the skulls have floofs?
They do not have floofs, but they do have flames.
Well, I could live with it.
Mordecai, you're in the lead.
Well, kind of racked with pain a little bit. I am, first off going to heal myself. Because if I'm gonna get ganked right now, I need all the HP I can get. So, I'm actually gonna cast that at a level 7 spell. So it's gonna give me 80 hit points instead.
Okay. Your spell does go off, though the trappings of it you feel almost distant. Like it's almost as if the It's like the sound that was coming from the speaking tube back in the very first chamber you entered the ship through. Like, it's so tough. The magic feels distant. It feels faint. Mechanically, you got your spell.
Mhm.
Fluff-wise, with flavor, it is almost a disconnected place altogether, but not entirely.
She feels so far away, but I'm glad that it's still there. That's my action. I'm actually going to move out of the way so my friends can get in. Down this way.
Oh, sure. You all can move your tokens somewhere in the just-ish inside area of the command bridge.
Do I have a bonus action to do?
I want to be in the middle because I need my force.
Uh, I don't have a bonus action that I want to use at the moment.
Mm.
So I'm just kind of stepping aside and just like, okay.
Okay.
Well, that's a thing.
Celine?
Gonna enter in and hot. Oh, that's disgusting. Oh, this is literally the worst. I am gonna step into the room though.
The corpse over here is holding a telescope as if it's looking out through some grand vista from the command bridge. Though there's no sign of glass or windows, probably some sort of a shutter or something has closed it off. But it is going through all the motions as if this thing was still flying through the sky, looking for remote places to land or goals on the horizon. But go ahead and move your token where you want Celine to be.
Yes, I just need to zoom in a little. She'll just step to be next to right over here.
Okay. The large commander that's had its claws up is watching actively and is simply flexing its fingers in a repetitive motion. Not in a unthinking repetitive, like it's waiting or it's watching. There's definitely thought going on here, but so far no movement other than it idling.
Who's in charge here?
There's an eerie light that shines from the flaming skulls across the grotesque form and spotlights the man who is in very pristine clothing.
Willing to talk.
A hand simply extends out and the fingers curl forward.
Logan's gonna walk forward.
Okay. Any of the rest of you want to move up some?
I will take point again.
Sure. We're not in an initiative per se. We're having a narrative initiative where I'm going to measure what you do and say versus what I will do and say. So you all can do and say something with a turn, and then we will continue this dance.
Yep. And I will. I will move up with them just to be sure that one of us, that I'm close if things go south.
Well, move your tokens then. I want to see where you're at if something happens.
Well, I think we're moving right up to our good old friend here.
Yeah.
Yeah, this isn't
As long as no one's like reaching out for us as we're walking by.
You are being watched such that the one that has been tapping on the control panels does turn with you all, though whatever this thing is doing doesn't cease. It does watch you, though. And the two that are positioned here do turn to see you. Is Bright staying behind?
No, I'm going with.
Okay.
I just didn't move my token fast enough.
Gak starts to move, and he's leaning really heavily against the wall as he's trying to go around the perimeter. But Gak seems to be hurting. But he's trying to be stealthy. He's trying to stick to the wall. And this is where he'll be in this next round, so to speak.
Well, you funneled all of us here. I suppose you have a purpose behind all that.
My purpose, says a voice that somewhat rasps, it sounds, it's not coming from a speaking tube like it's tinny or metallic, but it certainly sounds like a voice just speaking through a tube. You have brought me a precious gift. I have let you live so that you may deliver it to me. Kind of squirts out the words. And the captain, who is raised about 10 feet over you on this dais, stands up from the command throne and walks towards the edge of the platform. You may also leave. If you leave the gift behind.
What would the gift be?
Anyone else have any other questions or any actions you want to say that you're doing?
I'm assuming the gift is Dak, but no, I'm just listening.
I'm just listening. For the moment.
This will mechanically be the dodge action, but I'm
Sure.
Yep.
Duly noted.
Likewise.
Same. I'm kind of got my shield at the ready.
Same.
His hand extends out and down. A bride. The captain says, pointing to Celine.
That's not Dak at all.
No. I think not.
What is it that makes you think that she is a bride for you?
We are the same. The captain chokes out the words through his tube.
Sorry, mate. She's already married.
Then, in death shall you part.
Oh no.
Is this initiative?
This is initiative.
Oh,
Alright.
please. Please give me good initiative.
You can use your +1s.
I want...
All of
I
you have
want-
+1s, I promise.
You said I have 3? Can I use all of them on my initiative?
You can use one at a time.
No, I'll do one.
Are you all using yours?
I'm not gonna
I'm
use
not.
+1 on my initiative. No.
Okay.
I'm gonna use a +1
Yes.
on my initiative. Oh,
Oh.
like I wanted.
Right, do you want to go first or shall I?
You should probably go first this time.
Celine, did you use one?
No, there's no
Okay.
point.
Did Noralai quote unquote use one?
Is Noralai's not here.
I know, like quote unquote, like it's
It's
the
for
player.
you. Darkoff.
it's for
Oh.
Loki as well, but
Yeah, Loki did not use one.
okay.
I have 2 left now, correct?
Yes, we used your your Murdeki. And
Murdeki.
Ridicky.
yeah, Raven gave you one, and you're floating one more, Mordecai. I'm sorry, you have one more.
Oh,
Bright
that's
is on
it.
a pile of them, but you have one more.
Yeah.
And I think I have one.
So after using the 1, I have 3 left.
No, you have one left, Mordecai. Bright has like 3 or 4.
And 2.
I thought I was somewhere around like 4.
And I had more. I have one, I think.
Noralai has some, Loki has 1.
And I have several I can use as well.
No.
No.
No, wow.
I'm not using it on initiative, don't get me wrong. I'm saving them. Okay. All right, so the initiative order is going to be Mordecai, Captain. Then we're going to have our lieutenants. Who wanted to go between Bright and Loki Adius?
Loki first.
Loki first,
Loki.
and
Then
then
Bright,
Bright,
then
and
me.
then Celine with cleric speed. Well, look,
Yay!
we
I'm
have a
not
cleric in the
healer
front and a
here.
cleric in the back. So, all right.
Yeah, but it should be the other way around. I'm the
actually-
magic cleric. Mordecai's the healer.
Well, actually, Mordecai wanted to go first so he could give us advantages.
And then we have Gak as the guest NPC is going last, as guest NPCs do. So, he is an assassin, but too bad. He needs to not be an NPC. All right, Mordecai. In death shall you and Celine part, as apparently you've been allowed to come all this way because the captain would like a bride in Celine, as there's some kind of a resonance or a need that this captain has.
Absolutely not. I may not look it, but I'm a slightly jealous lover.
Is the captain dwarven by any means?
No, human.
Okay.
Look. Do I get a say in this?
I mean, you can. But
I don't think he'll accept it.
I don't think Mordecai's going to accept it.
Well, no. It's not a matter of her being like, oh yeah, no, I'd happily marry this guy. No, it's more a matter of, do I get to say it all? Because the answer's still no. But I want to vocalize that.
Of course you get a say. I'm being the chivalrous husband here.
Well, chivalrous husband, what are you doing?
Channel divinity. I am going to... where did it go? Path to the grave. As an action, you choose one creature you can see within 30 feet, cursing it until the end of your next turn. The next time you or an ally hits the cursed creature with an attack, the creature is vulnerable to all of that attack's damage.
All right, then.
Doesn't matter what damage types, it's vulnerable to it all.
Yeah, if we can hold for Bright to do some to pull a massive spell out and deal some real some massive damage.
All my big spells are saves. My attacks are basically cantrips.
Well,
that's fine. It's just damage.
If it deals damage, then it's vulnerable to the damage.
It has to be an attack.
It says hits with an attack. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Well.
I mean, I could blast it 4 times, but that wasn't my plan.
Yeah.
No. I can save it for me. I'll go up and.
Yeah, an attack means an attack action, right?
No, it could be a spell.
Well,
no, it could be a spell.
A spell attack, but an attack action of that kind, right? Like so.
Something that makes an attack roll.
So casting Eldritch Blast and having all 4 bolts hit him is still considered one attack in that instance, right?
4 attacks.
No, it's 4 attacks.
Oh.
Each attack roll is a separate attack. That's why we don't want to use it on a Eldritch Blast either.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, so I
Not the plan,
save it.
yeah.
You guys keep the chat
Got
off, and I'll deal with it.
Well, that's Mordecai's turn. He's standing his ground.
All right. Captain's turn. The captain is going to look at you, Mordecai, and you have dared to defy, to deny him a bride and to defy his kindness. He welcomed you aboard his ship, and this is the thanks that he gets. So I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Big money. 12.
All right. You are reduced to 0 hit points.
Yep. I was expecting that he'd have something like this.
Now, you are not dead. You are reduced to 0 hit points. Before you fall unconscious, would you like to say anything?
The first things out of his mouth might be something like, "Oh shit." And
go
he's
ahead.
he kind of instinctually grasped for Celine's hand, as well as his holy symbol, because he's falling flat on his face unconscious.
Celine, you saw that this captain, took, not quite the same way you do, but effectively took the life force from your husband. And he staggers, holds your hand, clutches his holy symbol, and falls forward. The lieutenants go. This one descends the platform.
It's locking us in.
And these two move in. And on Bright, I'm going to make a couple attacks as these things' wicked claws try to rake over your body. And I'm going to see what I can do about that.
Yeah. Before you do that,
Oh?
did it appear that the thing that he did to Mordecai was a spell or just like some kind of innate ability? Or can I not?
This was... You're probably staring at the source of the thing that can just suck in life force. So this would be like as an innate ability.
Okay, that's what I thought. I just want to make sure.
Yep. And Bright... It is going to swing twice on you with its extended claws. The first one is going to come down, and there's just a pink burst as your mage armor repels the attack. You sort of like slide between the distended fingers, but the other one comes in, and that is going to end up being a 26 to hit.
No, I can't beat a 26.
Okay. You are going to take 24 points of piercing damage as one of these things claws catches you through the side, and you get a hip piercing.
Ow, that hurts. Don't do that.
And, I'm sorry, because I did hit you there, you are also grappled in its hand.
I don't like that.
As its fingers kind of wrap around you. Loki. 2 attacks on you. Ooh, nice, a crit.
I can't do anything about that because I'm unconscious.
You also didn't heal me. I told you I was
Oh
at
boy,
40.
so Loki's going down too.
Uh-oh.
The first claw is for 41
enough.
points of slashing damage.
Oh
But
no.
you came in here with Loki having no hit points?
He had like 40.
Yeah, and then I mentioned before the break that Mordecai should heal me. And he healed himself.
Remind me.
I did! I said in chat that I was at 40!
To be fair, Loki, Darkwolf did actually say,
Oh. I'm
Uh-oh.
sorry. I'm sorry.
This is a bad. We're in a bad.
bad
I knew
way.
we shouldn't have come in. I knew we shouldn't have come in here without a rest. Because I'd love to have Bleeding Disaster right about now, but. Okay. You know what,
are
I'm
you
gonna
still
skip
conscious, Loki?
No,
You are
I was
unconscious.
at 40.
Okay. They
The
turn.
other one's gonna get 2 fouls.
They turn, and now you're still up and kicking to this thing's dismay, but it holds you up to the Captain Bright as if you are an offering, and Loki, who's sort of impaled in this thing's claw, is also held up to the Captain in offering. Bright, I would like you to make a perception check, please.
Okay. 16. It's better than usual for me.
This is. Now, I know this is a weak spot of yours. I would like you to make a medicine check at advantage.
Oh, come on. 12.
Well, it's not the one at least, so there's
It's
that.
not a one.
Bright, as you're held up to the captain, something is not right. I mean, even more than things are not right. You're not sure exactly what it is, but something is super duper not right. You're definitely not an expert doctor or anything, but now that you're on the level with the captain and you are up close, this is something. Loki.
Can you give me any more clue than that? I don't even know what.
Yeah, the captain is just well, not without you spending a little bit more, but there's just something off about the captain. That's what I'll tell you without spending more time on it. All right. Loki is not one step closer to dying. Bright, what are you doing? You are grappled and held in front of this captain, being held up by one of these lieutenants in a bony claw.
Yeah, so it's I'm not sure what to do right now. I mean, it's kind of weird because he's large size, right?
No, I made him large to center him on the map. He is a normal-sized human. He's a medium-sized creature. So I'm sorry if that was not clear. I had to make him large to center him. He is a medium-sized human.
Well, in that case, could you put him in a square?
He's in 4 simultaneously. Yeah, here you go.
No, I don't mean him. I mean the ones that are holding me.
Oh, these are large. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you can put him back on the square then.
Oh, okay.
I meant the ones that are holding me. Yeah.
Yeah, they are actually large and taking up 4. The captain is only taking up 1, but for position's sake, I centered him on the map.
Yeah. No, that's fair. That's fair. Well, I'm in kind of a bind because I'm grappled.
Well, yep, that's.
I mean, that's what being grappled means. I don't know. I'm in a pretty tough spot right here. I don't have a way here to do anything. I guess the thing that I'm gonna do is activate my force cube. I don't know what else to do, and I'm going to set it on keep out everything. So it's the 6 charge mode, and it blocks out everything, and it's a 15-foot cube. So let me draw it.
Oh yeah, so that's it's a square all around you. Okay.
Yeah. And it's the full keep out mode, and I'm not sure what's. I feel like since the guy in the upper right is mostly out of the cube, he should be pushed out, but the guy who's grappling me, I don't know what's going to happen to him, and there's not room for him. Mordecai's not pushed out. Why are you pushing?
I thought you said everything is pushed out.
No, I'm talking about just
nothing
the guy
can pass through.
Nothing
But
can
that
pass
guy
through.
there. That guy there, because he was mostly outside the cube, would be passed
he was
out,
already
would be
free.
pushed out. But
Oh, I thought it was like a repelling field or something.
No, it's not a thunder wave. It's just a barrier. But since this guy's half in and half out, and there's not room for him in the cube, I don't know what you're gonna rule there.
Okay.
But he's also, it's just kind of a weird situation.
Okay. Yeah, he bumps out. And the one that was holding you, since this is sort of originating on you, I will. This is a rather macabre scene. Let's invoke a macabre derelict technique. Would you like highs or lows, Bright?
Highs.
Highs? All right. On a 6 through 10, then I presume what you would prefer is for him to break the grapple and be shunted away from you.
Correct.
So I'm going to roll a 1d10 and... Oh.
Nope.
All right.
He's in the cube with us.
But the wall passes right through him. So, oh, I see. You're gonna move him like that. That's okay. Okay.
Okay. Anything else, Bright?
I mean, that's my action to activate the cube.
Okay.
So I don't have any bonus actions available right now. So I don't think I can really do anything else. I mean, escaping a grapple is a full action.
Yeah.
So,
Is Loki moved out?
No, you shouldn't have
I
been.
don't.
Loki
I don't
was
know.
grappled by the thing that was shunted away.
Okay.
Oh yeah, so he would have been carried with it.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Oh well. Okay.
It's fine. It's fine.
Celine, you are inside a protective force field next to Bright. Your husband is unconscious at your feet. He doesn't appear to be bleeding out, per se, but, you know, you do you.
He's not anymore. Loki can also receive the healing.
I don't understand
That's fine.
how Loki gets to pass through the wall because it activated. He should have been inside it.
Well, no, because he was grappled. He was grappled by the thing that was shunted out.
Yeah, it...
Shouldn't he have to drop him? I don't know. I mean,
No, not necessarily.
okay, whatever.
But Mulder, yeah, you have 24 hit. You have 24 hit points. Sprite, you can heal 24 if you need it. Loki, you can heal 24 as well. And because he'd be in range, Gak. If Gak needs hit points, Gak can have some hit points.
Gak desperately needs hit points.
Well, Gak now has 24 more hit points.
Celine, just as I described for Mordecai, your spell does go off. But this
But it
is
feels distant.
such an almost disconnected place. There's almost nothing to draw on here. It is taking every ounce of who and what you are. And that probably means you're going to need another kiss after this if you can get out with Mordecai. But you are, your spell does go off, but it is eerily remote, eerily quiet. To even these Nascent, this Nascent connection with Zuvawau that you've established. Anything else from you, Celine?
Yep, because everyone would see this. Celine's, like, after healing them, Celine slow turns and her eyes lock with the captain's. And within them is an unending fury.
Remember, your spells can't pass through.
It's anything within 60 feet. The point I put is beneath, but the effect I can choose anyone that I can see. So no actual streak. I'm not going to cast a spell at him though.
Okay, just making sure.
Does the healing go through?
Yes. Because it's just choose creatures that you can see within 60 feet of a point that I believe it's within. Hold on, let me just check the
point
text
has to
on-
be somewhere you can see within range. But
Yeah,
any creatures
so-
within that aura after that point is healed.
Yeah, so I chose send it on me, so within the cube, more or less. The point that I chose is within the cube. But no, she turns to the captain. You and I could not be more different. And as I rend the flesh from your bones and give you peace, I will show you exactly what I mean. And Mordecai, considering you're coming to in this moment, and Bright is your thing, you can hear the undertones of Celine's voice. You've never seen her this angry. You've never heard her this angry.
Oh.
And she points. If it is the last thing I do, you will die.
Please don't let it be the last thing you do.
There is a declaration. She's going to murder him.
Let's see if you can follow up on that. It is Gak's turn, as he is at the bottom of the initiative heap.
Oh, Gak, please shank him in the shins. The curse is still active. Shank him in the shins, please, for the Lord.
It's still active.
He starts running up the dais, but that's as far as he can get. Oh, actually, hang on. It's not as far as he can get, actually. He can get...
He can bonus action dash, right?
Yeah, he can. He is... so what he's going to do is he's going to run, and then he will... so he'll move, run, bonus action dash, and he is going to... he's going to, like, climb onto this statue to try and get it to an advantageous position. Kind of similar to what he did at the very beginning, where he climbed on top of the ship.
Alright.
And does that take his action? Or...
Yeah, that's everything he can do. That was a move, standard, and bonus.
What? Okay.
All right, back up to the top, Mordecai.
Oh, well, shit.
The curse does last until the end of your of this.
The end of my turn, yep.
So you could. So I would attack him with something. Something
the
that
thing
just
is, I don't
appears
have-
on him.
The thing is, I don't have anything prepared. Well, there's spiritual weapon, but I don't want to cast that as like some ridiculous level.
Honestly, I would.
Yeah, because otherwise you'll lose your.
My curse.
It's
Yeah.
a big deal.
Okay.
Spiritual
Then-
weapon's awesome anyway. Might as well. But you still
Then-
can't go through the barrier.
Spiritual weapon magically appears next to a creature that I
Okay.
choose, right? It magically appears on a point.
If that's what the spell says. All right, you got the
Yeah.
text. I don't.
Yeah, it just appears.
Yeah, just appears. I don't have to have like some kind of like streaking something or other.
Nope.
So I am going to cast that because it is the only spell slot I have left,
Mm-hmm.
really, that I can still take advantage of. I'm going to cast that at 8th level. So
Sure,
Okay.
it's a 4d8. It's a 4d8 attack. Slam it.
level 8. And he's vulnerable to all of that.
That didn't.
Didn't it? Hang on.
No. It rolled the 1d8, which is max damage. Just roll another 3d8.
Yeah, it did. Oh, the higher level cast is screwy. I
Oh,
don't understand.
oh,
why
because
it's
I
like this.
I messed it up. That's because I typed it in and messed it up. But
Yeah, go 0.5. Should be 0.5 rather than 0.1. But yeah, just roll 3d8 if it hits. Does it hit?
That's a 19 hit.
Yes, it does.
Then 3, or is it 48?
3d8. Your one's already rolled, so roll the other 3.
Okay. Then he's taking 26 force damage,
50,
doubled
52.
52.
All right.
And if you could inflict it with another curse, then it can get up there.
Is this a? I'm sorry. Is your spiritual weapon? Was it like a cudgel or was it a blade?
It's what is it? I've had his guiding bolt look like a sword. So the spiritual weapon for Mordecai is very much in a kind of like radiant sword kind of a look, something fairly heroic looking, but kind of in a disciple of the land kind of way now.
Mm-hmm.
In that it's just very flowery. There's
Okay.
flowers all over the hilt or something.
Sure. They spring into existence and cut through the captain.
And I am going to use my action for another channel divinity to curse him again.
Okay. Your flowery blade cuts through the captain, and you see that you have left an egregious wound on him. In fact, to the point where he really doesn't have a lower half of a body anymore. His legs just sort of fall forward. And Mordecai, you can see the pump of blood in a rhythmic bleeding out. As the captain himself doesn't fall despite his legs doing so. As his legs collapse, you've severed him in half. And in fact, he was very much alive. His heart is pumping blood. His entrails are glistening and fresh, and they're falling out of his body. But you can see that there's some kind of a tube that is going up through his leg, through his midsection, and into his torso. His torso is remaining suspended before you.
Oh.
And he begins to spasm.
Oh, I don't think that's good.
Oh, it wasn't even his final form.
The captain held up. I would like you to make an insight during this description, Mordecai.
Okay. Yeah, 14.
In this moment before his body stills, there actually seems to be some kind of a control given back to him, a recognition on his face. For the briefest of moments, life returns to him before it flees from him. And he mouths something to you. It's at that point.
I don't have video, so I didn't see if you were doing anything.
I did not.
Would I be able to pick up on that?
I mean, I'm watching him. I would imagine I'm trying to understand what he's mouthing.
He mouths something. If you have the feet for it, you probably can read his lips.
Well, I was thinking if I could make a perception check.
He's trying to say something, but it's difficult when your lungs are falling out. Almost reminding you of that humble, partially skeletonized shepherd at the very beginning. But he mouths something, and his body grows still. And then both halves fall on the dais as this tube or something retracts back. And there's a rumble.
Uh-oh.
The statue.
Gak barely manages to hang on as almost emerging from the wall itself, where it was in a compressed form, a kind of a stasis or something. A figure stands. And as it does, a very familiar blue lifelight glow. Almost like Ouija's, but not. This is not Ouija's. But there are many very similar properties. Stands and emerges from the wall.
Oh no. I know what this is. Oh dear.
And for convenience,
I know exactly what this is. Oh god. Oh god, no.
the prince will become king and accepts your offer. This gigantic thing reaches down, plucks Loki from the offering. Its mouth opens, and there's a baleful light glowing from inside its disfigured form.
Oh wait, actually.
What would you say, Dark Wolf?
No saves or anything?
No, you are unconscious and dying.
Yeah, I'm conscious, so healed.
No, conscious.
Oh, you are. You're grasped. You could try and break the grasp on your turn.
Wait. Here's the thing. We saw what happened when something tried to consume of you.
A grapple is, I mean, it's resolved as a contest, but
It is a contest, yeah.
It could be while grapple considered a restrained escape DCX.
Well, I want to know if it counts as an attack for features.
An attack for features?
For the purpose of my feats, is this considered an attack? That's all I want to know.
Since Loki's conscious, if it's trying to grab him, it has to attack him.
Yeah, I guess you're getting handed off from one to the next.
And he is awake, so he would
have the ability to dodge.
Yeah, it would be a contest.
So
it would be strength, athletics. It would be athletics from the from the creature that I am now. But I know exactly what that mini represents because I've used that creature before. Like in my machines.
I've never seen that creature in my life.
Yeah, it's a Nightwalker, and it's the most horrifying thing you'll ever see, besides maybe an Astral Dreadnought. And contested by either Loki's strength athletics, like an athletics, or an acrobatics check. I would say for you, probably acrobatics, Loki. Because your strength is what one would call arse.
I am using a +1.
I shall also use +1.
You shall use a +1.
Oh dear.
Well, I wanted to know if it was an attack.
grapples are considered attacks, yeah.
And something combat maneuver. Nah. Unfortunately,
Disadvantage.
it's go.
Or
No.
If it was considered an attack, I could use this
Oh.
to impose disadvantage.
no,
That's why I was
this
asking.
is a
Attack roll.
contest.
Yeah.
It's not
So
an attack, I'll say no. So, Loki, unfortunately, you are getting grabbed.
Loki, you and even the arm of this lieutenant are grabbed by this gigantic thing. Its jaw opens wide, and just this eerie life fire illuminates you.
Dark Wolf, I would just as a point at this moment, I would like to really quietly point out what happened to other things when they tried to consume Loki.
And the prince has accepted your offering.
Wasn't an offering.
Are you really sure you wanted to do that? You see, that quote-unquote offering you just ate, his name is Loki, and unfortunately for things like you, he's probably prone to cause a little bit of indigestion.
We're not going to assume that. We're going to get him out of there, right? Yeah,
Oh,
we're
yes.
getting him out of there.
Silence, bride.
I am not your bride.
As it casts its gaze down at you, sitting in that cube, talking a lot of smack for someone who's in Bone Claw range now, and the order goes out for you to be left alone, for you to have an unholy union with the prince? ? And this is going to be an attack against. I already have Bright. I already have Bright, so I guess I'm just gonna give her the squeeze.
Yo.
Yeah. One of those squeezes is gonna go wrong.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa.
Also, the quote-unquote prince is cursed.
Yes.
Okay.
Also, Brad, if you survive this, I'm going to need you to pull down the cube because I need to get out of here and up there.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, there's a crit in there.
Nope.
Nope.
Ah,
His
you're
bright
awake!
I am awake.
Sleep!
No.
Also because of the fact that, Bright
I'm
has
totally
a portent.
confused about what's going on. All these dice are flying around, and I want to use a portent on one, but I can't tell.
So there's two attacks against you. One's currently a 10, and the other one's a natural 20.
Well,
I thought you were out of portents.
no,
No, I had one left.
I said that when we came in. I have one.
Yeah,
luck.
one
I have one
okay.
portent left. That's why I said one of them is going to go wrong.
Oh.
So I don't know what to do. I'm a bit confused. So the first one is a normal attack and the second one is an advantage attack. Are they both on me? Is that?
No, the 15 plus 7 was what the thing rolled against Loki to swallow.
I attacked you twice, and I rolled 2d20 to attack you twice.
Yeah, the 10 and the 20 are the ones that are hitting you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does an 18?
No, 18 doesn't hit me.
Okay.
I mean, the crit would, but now I know the dice in advance, so I can't really be like, I want to use the portent on that one.
Well, you can float it for another time. I'll keep attacking you, Bright.
Just,
Hold on.
Okay, well, that's okay. No, you probably won't. You probably won't live that long.
Uh-oh. Oh, man.
set.
That's some smack talk right there.
It's still not a crit anyway.
Yeah.
I'll just
Still not a crit anyway.
yeah. Wait, it's not a crit? Oh,
No,
because
Because of my reaction. Yep.
Yeah, Mordecai can just
I'm
negate it.
good. I'm good then. We'll just take it as a hit. The
One hit.
10 is gonna fail, but the 20 will hit me.
14 points of piercing damage
That's not so bad.
as its claws tickle your belly, but from the inside.
That's
Yeah.
less.
That's frightening.
That was my 2 attacks. These 2 that close the doors are going to... they're going to disappear in shadow and reappear. Bloop.
Outside the cube.
Outside the cube. And their claws scrape against it, making, I don't know, some weird claw and magic force field noise.
I got chills just thinking about that.
Yeah, it's
Loud.
cosmic vibrations. As the lieutenants, finish their turn. We're on to Loki. Loki, you are inside this thing. You also have one of these. Extendy arm boys inside with you. You cannot breathe, so we are going to begin suffocation rounds. Not that you're going to be unconscious from it immediately. You get some time, but suffocation, no breathing.
You know what? Fuck you. This is using my Mystic Arcanum. I am going to place him into a mental prison.
Ooh, yeah, mental prison.
Oh.
And I would say the big guy is probably. Are you targeting this at the big guy? Because if so,
Yeah, this is the big guy. I can see him.
yeah.
He's
Oh
all
yeah,
I
he's
see.
all around you. He's all around you.
All right. So this is a intelligence saving throw.
It is.
Okay. Damage. On a failed save, if I fail, target takes psychic damage, and you make the area immediately around the target's space appear dangerous to it in some way. You might cause the target to perceive itself being surrounded by fire, floating razors, or hideous maws.
Oh, it's probably something very, like, gears and flesh and teeth and tentacles.
The target can't see or hear anything beyond it and is restrained. Oh, okay. This is not even fear. This is just you're layering on a bunch of other mechanics.
Restrained, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whew.
Although, even though I can't necessarily be.
Well, I don't have anything special against this either. I'm going to use a +1. I have a +1. Boop. Thank you, Demon Quiller.
Stop giving him ammo! He doesn't need it!
He derives way too much joy out of making us pain. That is a natural one.
Yes!
Natural one. A total of 0.
Oh no, +1 makes it a 1. Because you used a +1 there.
I was
Okay.
assuming the -1 was already +1.
Well,
You're taking 42 psychic damage because he was also cursed. Oh wait, no, never mind. Doesn't trigger the
yeah,
curse because
that's not a hit.
Nope.
Still, 21 psychic damage and is surrounded by. I mean, I will let Darkwolf describe, obviously, but it's definitely going to be something very specifically, very shonen.
He is staring into the face of Shonaruth, and he doesn't know it.
Oh.
Or what Loki would, I suppose, perceive that to be.
Well, the prince knows it, because you all outside of this suddenly see this creature just seize up, and on its face, what it has is a semblance of eyes, where this life fire is pouring out. Shonarath, here. Fallen again. Here.
So Celine speaks up. Yeah, so I warned you about that indigestion.
He can't hear you, unfortunately.
No, he can't hear me.
And this thing legitimately has a look of terror over it, as it starts looking around as if like bapping away things that aren't there, trying to like pull, and you just see like chunks of this flesh like substance, whatever it has. It's almost tearing at chunks of it to get things off of it. Anyway, Bright, it's your turn.
I think this is our shot.
Okay. Do you need me to bring on the cube, or because I was going to kill this bone claw? Celine?
I'll take bone claws.
If you can change the mode to at least allow spells to pass through.
Okay. I'm going to push the button, I guess, so that non-living matter cannot pass through.
But spells and other effects can now pass through.
Yeah, spells can come through.
Click. Okay.
If that's just a
And
click
that's
of
my
a button.
action. So hopefully the bone claw doesn't kill me before you can attend to that for
We'll
me.
find out soon enough. Celine, though.
And there's this look to Mordecai, like, take care of Bright. She's gonna take a single step over here. Doesn't exit this one's range. This one can't attack me. And Celine looks at it, raises a hand, and I'm glad that I remembered that I have 2 of these slots and not 1. Because I'm going to spend my I'm going to spend my last 6th level spell slot. Hello, there we go. I cast Sunbeam at it.
Ooh, I was gonna do that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
keep
it's
Bright
wonderful.
alive.
I'm not that dead. I'll be alright. Probably.
Yeah, but I mean, we'd rather it not hit you again.
It just has to not crit.
Does a 30 save against it?
It does. Ooh, actually, hold on. It has disadvantage because it's undead.
Does a 30 pass?
Wow. Alright. Half as much, so 15.
Is it
Also,
radiant
anything
damage?
that it is radiant damage. And there's bright light for 30 feet and dim light for an additional 30 feet. That is sunlight.
Okay.
So, just for anything that cares about that.
Okay.
And bonus acachons, of which I don't have any, so it's fine. Okay, Mordecai. Gak first. Gak is up.
Gak.
Oh wait, and this thing is restrained too.
It gets so Gat gets advantage, which means he gets sneak attack, and it's also cursed, so it's double damage. Wow. Gak.
As this thing is flailing, Gak is barely able to hang on, but not land a blow.
Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. Just creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. Yeah, okay.
Mordecai.
Yeah.
Tis my turn.
Spiritual weapon to attack it.
Well,
cursed again.
You also said take care of Bright, so which one do you want me to do? Make up your mind.
Monster, I'll be fine.
Okay, then Mordecai is going to attack with that level 8 spiritual weapon. Because that's the level that I had cast it at.
And it has advantage.
I do. Hey, 25. For 25 damage, doubled to 50.
Okay.
Have it curse it again, I guess.
Pew.
I mean, I was gonna do something else.
I mean, you could do something else.
What are you doing?
What is that? I mean, I could do a blade barrier. Just streak it right across him.
Okay.
And so he has to make a dexterity save.
That's a save,
Which
though,
is-
not an attack.
No, I know
Which is a
that.
disadvantage, though.
Okay.
Yeah, the curse has already expired then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you used
I already took advantage of it with the spiritual weapon.
Right.
A 22 does save.
So he takes half. It takes half.
Half a 60-10. Oops. Hang on. Well. Here we go. Because I did not actually do that. Slash R6. 10. So half of 32 is 16. But that is 100 feet long. But so I'm just gonna streak it right across the dais.
Yep.
Yep, and it's 20 feet high and 5 feet thick. So Gak can still stay on its back and not get attacked and not get hurt.
All right. Captain's turn.
Which also means I'm concentrating on that. So let me.
Do I save against this every turn?
Yeah, you start your turn there, and it's
Well,
Oh,
I
you're talking about the mental prison? No.
mental.
Mental prison?
yeah.
I can pop it back up.
Yeah, if you could, just prop the spell link.
I scrolled up here.
Okay.
What's the spell's duration?
Concentration up to a minute.
Oh, wow.
Yep, and it can't move, but if it
He
Attempts
can
to-
move. If he tries to move,
no, he's restrained. He's restrained,
restrained.
so he can't move. He's got speed 0. But if he tries to make an attack through it,
or reaches any part of its body.
yeah, if it tries to reach out, it immediately takes 10d10 psychic damage, and the spell ends. But he does also need to make a dexterity save at disadvantage against the blade barrier.
Yeah.
Because that's at the very beginning of the turn.
All right, so 16 does not save.
So it's 6d10 slashing damage, of which is his magic card.
38.
All right.
Mowing him down.
Yeah, kind of very literally.
He is the Mordecai has created the blender, turning him into paste. Like a mask in Bloody Mary.
No. Not after all of this. Not after all I've gained. Ooh. 1 second. This might actually interfere with something. I cannot see beyond what it is seeing.
Exactly.
Can't see or hear anything beyond the illusion.
He can only see the face of Shonaruth.
No matter where he looks, it's always there.
He can see someone else too.
Oh, that is true.
Because it's in the spaces around it that it's considered where the face of Shonaruth would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gak.
So if Gak is in one of those spaces, then
I mean, he's still if he makes any kind of attack, it's a disadvantage.
I'll take you down and rule as I should have. And they're from within this swirl. Well, actually, you all don't see the illusion that this thing is succumbing to.
Nope.
But the prince just looks over at this goblin that is crawling and trying to stab at it, and points at it a finger of doom.
Oh dear.
Fires.
Oh my.
Oh my god.
does Gak not have uncanny dodge?
I think Gak could uncanny dodge.
Yeah, he should have uncanny dodge.
This is not an attack roll though.
No, it's just. Oh, actually, no, that is true.
And this is also a wisdom saving throw.
Of which he failed, I'm guessing.
Yes. You can all see Gak's body just freeze up as necrotic energy suffuses through him, and he falls off of the creature, landing with a bit of a crunch on the command dais.
Ouch.
He's definitely not dead though, because that was equal to the healing I gave him earlier. So he was looking as bad as he was beforehand.
The prince roars, and an aura even more powerful than the things that were in the hall roils off of him. And I need all of you to make a Constitution saving throw, please. As you are caught in an aura.
Well.
Coffee Man, that is an army you are adopting. We will make sure to pull that for you. Thank you very much.
Adopting a bus of minis. List sent in Discord 2 at Kermit Yummy Berry.
Loki, you save. Bright, you save. And this is going to be for those of you who didn't, it is going to be 16 necrotic damage. And
Up to 8 for Mordecai.
As your lives have been partially consumed, drawn into them, there's a sense. Now it's going to conflict with what's going on, but there's a sense about you such that he would have advantage on attacks against you.
Not that that matters at the moment.
Not at the moment, but
Can't see them.
But yeah, so Gak falls, and like his shoulder is definitely disjointed as one of his arms is like landed underneath him and is not looking very good. Especially because Gak probably did not pass this con. No. Gak is Gak stills.
Oh yeah, because of the aura would have hit him too. You know what? Okay. Is the
You-
thing doing anything else?
Looking haggard right now.
Bright, because you are still held, you are still grappled by this bone claw. You can see from your angle, because neither Celine nor Mordecai would be able to, because you're still held up. You can see that as Gak falls and his body stills, there is this essence that's starting to percolate on his surface, almost like a wispy flame being drawn towards the prince here.
Okay. Wish I could have had that earlier, but I maintain concentration.
Oh, I need to maintain concentration too.
It's DC 10.
Don't fail. Oh, no!
No,
Like Mario goes down.
nope, it doesn't because I have advantage on Warcaster.
Oh!
Warcaster! Yeah!
You grit your teeth. No!
The blender revs.
Warcaster, motherfucker!
Yeah!
Oh no, you too.
It's a different word. It's a different word, because that's one set of letters.
The sunlight pouring off of you doesn't cause the lieutenants to flee, but the others are shying away, including the doppels.
Yeah, I imagine if they're it's
Right.
it's 30 feet to 30. It's 30 feet bright, 30 feet dim. So I imagine if they've got some kind of like damage they take from being in sunlight, they get cooked right about now.
Bright, I'm attacking you twice because I have you grappled by a bone claw, and I want to squish you and skewer you.
Yeah. No, I'm not using my portent. I decided not to. I'm going to use it on a save instead. So
Okay.
roll your dice.
All right, 21 hit.
No, it forces me to use my shield, but that's a reaction.
Okay.
It's free.
Shield within a shield. It tries to like squeeze and almost use its claws to saw through your innards since you're already impaled. But you just sort of you pop a shield that's fighting back and keeping it from flexing its claws and doing more damage to you. And the others are just scratching at the force field. We come down to Loki. Loki, you're in a buck and bronco here. This thing is flailing and gesticulating wildly. You are still inside of it.
Yeah.
You should light up its insides with some eldritch blasts. Or
I
cast
think-
another spell that doesn't have concentration.
Yeah, I think I can do one better. This is gonna be a 5th. Oh, that's a terrible roll.
Is that an instantaneous?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because if it's
Yeah, no,
concentration, it'll cause your mental prison to go away.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, there we go.
I was gonna say, I thought I set it to put it on a spot.
Wisdom
The
saving
wisdom
throw. Nope.
And it can't move, I'll just note, so it's just taking 3d6 psychic damage. 3,
I mean-
4, 5, 6, 7, sorry, 7d6 psychic damage.
I rolled a 4.
Yeah, that is rough. That's
That
quite
is
rough.
dirty.
Terrible.
The dice did you dirty.
Dice did me
They
dirty.
did. But no, yeah, it can't move due to the fact that it's restrained, so it's just
That's,
taking the 18 psychic damage.
yep. Well, I don't think I can actually do anything with my cunning action, so I'm done.
Bright.
I'm done.
You could try and get out.
That with a bonus action?
I don't know. That's up to
No.
Maddie.
You're a rogue, right? You can
Yeah.
you can do things with bonus actions, but I don't know.
What
if you
kind
can
of
do
rogue?
that.
I have 7 levels in thief.
Ah, okay. No, that actually makes a difference because second story work. That makes a big difference.
Oh,
Wouldn't it be
shoot,
more
I don't
like
have that.
second stomach work?
Yeah.
In this case, yes, but give me a second.
I think that's just climbing and jumping, isn't it?
Yeah, I was thinking fast hands. Make a dexterity side hand check. You should use to kind of check or take the use an object action. So you could, if you have an object, you could use that. But technically, yeah, there's no reason why you couldn't just climb out because climbing no longer costs you any extra movement.
This isn't a ladder.
Yeah, it's slimy guts and innards.
Well, in that case, yeah.
You do have to, in order to get out, you may have to make them barf.
Well, we'll try that next time.
Bright.
My turn? Okay. So, first thing I want to do is tell everyone that the prince is trying to consume Gak's soul. So, we should probably put a stop to that when we can. Oh, and also this bone claw is still here. Let's see. Who should I pulverize first? This bone claw's pretty ineffective, I think. So, I'm going to regret saying that, but in the short term, I'm going to go ahead and cast Brain Cramp on the prince. I call it that, but it's actually Mind Spike.
Yeah.
That's going to be at level 7.
Okay.
And
I
he's
don't
not going
think
to get a save. He's going to roll a 3.
Oh, all right then.
I guess it doesn't matter because you have minus to wisdom. So maybe that was a waste, but it's okay.
Bright, in that moment, you see that things are going to be messy. Continue. In a vision, you just saw a snap of there's mess, big mess, something super messy.
Okay,
Yep.
Hey everyone, I predict messiness. I don't know what that means, but I predict it.
Oh.
Usually I'm right about these things.
Good to know.
Because that is a divination spell, I get my spell slot almost back. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, you got a 6 level spell slot back.
All right.
Alright, I should roll the damage.
Yeah, please. And then it'll be Celine's turn.
36 damage, psychic damage.
Okay. Does not appear to have any particular resistances against psychic damage.
Well, that's good.
Good, because that's all I have besides necrotic.
Celine?
Second verse, same as the first. Eat a sunbeam. Constitution save.
$29.
Out of taking half then.
Yikes.
It's fine. It's fine, I'm dealing damage. However, because this isn't thing, I'm also going to go ahead and cast a spiritual weapon at level 4. It's a 25 because advantage. So, and that'll be an additional 19 points of damage.
Another chunk of this thing's flesh, falls to the middle dais, the middle command throne.
Yep, and I shall be right back.
Yep.
Now that, because that's my turn.
Okay, Mordecai.
Bonus action from afar. Spare the dying on Gak.
You cannot see him if that makes a difference.
I can't see him.
He's 10 feet off the ground on the dais. So from your angle, you would not be able to see him. Remember, he fell, so he's prone against the platform.
Okay.
And because he's 10 feet up and away from you, you don't have an upward angle to see him.
Then Mordecai is going to jump up on the dais if he can.
Well, you probably can't pass through the wall because you're carrying things that are not living.
Oh.
Yeah, we're stuck in here.
Well, ain't that just a joy? What am I doing? Well, if I can't get out the cube, I am I'm gonna use my action to use healing hands on myself.
Okay.
Which is this, because I am about to keel over again. It's 19 to 40 equals level. Yes. So 35, and then bonus action, slice and dice with the spiritual weapon.
Roll it at advantage.
Advantage. That they're level 8.
That's a green number.
Spiritual weapon putting in work. He's not cursed, so he's not vulnerable, but
it's still something.
If only he had been.
Yeah, right? Jeez. I mean, no, like, please don't. To me.
I have one more curse left. But yep, that's a bunch of damage.
Noted. All right. Cool. One moment. I need to do a thing here. It's the strongest. You won't take that from me. He's stronger than you. Stronger than anyone, even that bitch Ouija's. No! And I need all of you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, ouch.
Oh.
This is not gonna be fun.
I'm gonna use a +1.
14, that's not great.
I'm gonna
All
use
right.
+1.
Noted. Mordecai and Norlai.
Loki.
I'm sorry, yeah. Okay. And we'll get a Celine here in a moment. Mordecai, you are going to pass. As another wave rolls off, trying to draw on your life energy here. And that is 12 points of necrotic damage.
Half to 6.
You pass, so you don't take it, right?
No, it's half. So then it would be half again.
Save for half, yeah.
It is guaranteed damage. It's just it can be mitigated further.
Oh, okay. So the 12 is the full damage. Half to 6 for saving. Half to 3.
Yes,
for
that is correct.
half to 3 for resistance. All right,
I'm
cool.
not doing good in here. Why didn't someone give me a potion?
Oh no. You don't have a potion?
I don't have potion.
Oh no, I have a potion.
I need Loki.
Mhm.
Ouch! I need you to make a con save. That is not going to pass.
What's he doing to me?
He is going to deal 33 points of necrotic damage, and your hit point maximum is reduced by that much damage.
Oh dear.
I am being digested.
Oh no.
You had 0 hit points.
Yep.
Oof.
Also, he's out of his mental prison.
All right.
Yeah.
I was gonna force him to move too. I'll try to force him to move.
That's right. Only one can rule. Not even my brothers can stand against me.
As this creature comes out of a stupor, though there's chunks of flesh, just flesh question mark missing. And Bright, you see a flash of Gak disappear into him.
Shit.
Goes to take a step forward, but stumbles.
What? My bride will be mine. I will be complete. We will win against her.
All right, Lieutenant, I really need you to kill this gnome, please. Can you do that for me?
Please.
No, don't do that. No, don't do that.
I really could use some more
Denied.
life energy flying into my big bad here. All right, so that is going to be a 17 and a 26.
I can't beat a 26. 17 doesn't hit me. 26 does.
All right. Whoops, wrong thing. And that is going... Number pad? Why you do? Do I not have... Did I hit numlock? Maybe I did. Let's find out. I did! It helps when you can type numbers. Yay! I've done this before. All right. Bright is going to have a sawing motion, wiggle and jiggle about inside of her for 25 points of piercing damage.
Real quick.
Yes.
Was the 33 damage an attack roll? Or an attack? Specifically?
No, it was a con save.
It was the same. Okay.
Yeah, he inflicted it on you.
Double checking.
Bright, how you looking?
Beep, beep,
Oh,
beep, beep. That's my low hit point warning.
okay. Someone left their car door open, and what's a car?
She's beeping like a Pokemon.
I've been
Yeah.
beeping. Just can't hear it
Yeah.
because it's muffled by stomach lining.
I know.
Loki, death save. Bright, not death save?
Yeah, I don't need to make death saves. I'm not that low.
Okay. Then Bright, you get to do a thing, and then it'll be Celine's turn.
So how does this prince look?
Bad. Very much off in a bad way.
Okay. Well, we better hurry, and if the bone claw gets me, please take care of me.
Yes, of course.
I'm gonna cast. I should have saved my portent for this, but I'm very bad at the game of Dungeons and Dragons, and I make a lot of mistakes. On the other hand, since Bright's portents are depicted as not something that are fully under her control, we could just pass it off and say, "Hey, I see the future when I see it, not when it's useful."
Yep.
I am gonna cast a disintegrate on the prince.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yes. Queen.
Oh, that's a dex save, not a con save?
Yeah, you have to duck out of the way. You can't just take it.
Yeah.
Oh, you can. I'll let you just take it, but that's not how it works.
I need a big number for this. Do I have a +1? Cypher, Fluffy, Bright. DM, Cosmic Purge. Thank you, 7 days ago. I'm going to use a
What?
+1.
Aw.
And... Come on! Ah! Woohoo! That's a 23.
Oh no.
So you fire it off, and that's when he stumbles forward, and your disintegration ray hits the back of the command area here, and
It's a saber suck.
Is it?
It's a sable suck.
Yeah. No, it's
Or is it half damage?
Sunlight. No, it's just a whiff. That's the drawback of disintegrate.
all right.
Okay, no, that's my time. I've been that's yeah, it's been fun. I'm here all week.
All right, Celine, what are you doing? There's a hole blown in the ship.
Hang on. When was his last turn? Because he should have saved for a blade barrier at some point.
Oh, I did not.
No, the blade barrier dropped because of.
Oh, yeah.
Because Loki got.
You dropped concentration, remember?
Well, no, blade
No.
barrier is off of Mordecai, but yeah, Mordecai
Oh.
dropped concentration because he rolled a 7 on Constitution.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, early on.
Oh, no. But then no. Then you had
Yeah,
Warcaster.
I con saved
And we're like,
him,
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
so you need to make a, and
Oh,
you
DC
still would have
10.
been under mental. You still would have been under mental prison at this stage too. So
Yeah, because my blade barrier would have gone off before you hit me with the Constitution save, didn't it?
yes,
Yes.
how much damage?
Let me grab that again.
Don't roll high, please.
roll very high, please.
33.
Is that enough?
Or a
What do
dex.
I need to add on?
It's enough, but things are still going to play out as they did because like we skipped it, but you're also going to get the kill. So I'm going to compromise with you on this. So what will happen is it staggers forward clear. It ducks out of the way of the disintegration ray. We're kind of like we're rearranging the stack. Don't do this in Magic, otherwise you're going to get banned from tournaments, kids. And Mordecai, as it looks like it's down and bright spell went off. It looks and it says that shoot, what did I say again? It's like she will be mine and will overthrow that bitch, I believe is what the prince had said as he's staggered up here on the dais. Would you like to say anything before the blades are realized and then they hit?
As a little bit of flavor, Mordecai is going to impose a final curse to the prince. Let me see how I'm going to word this. The land doesn't take kindly to people who don't give back. And, that's the final curse, and he explodes in viscera from the blade barrier, and as soon as I see Loki, that thing's dropping.
All right. To people who don't give back, it gets a reply of all of a heh. Before it can say anything else, your blade barrier revs up and chainsaws up its back. Spraying the entire room with its flesh and ichor. As this thing just is ripped asunder as it gave its back to your blade barrier. Bright.
And then,
oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
oh yeah, as soon as I see Loki either like falling out or as soon as this thing that's like on the ground in pieces, I'm gonna drop blade barrier.
All right. You will not see Loki, and here's the reason why. Do you remember, Bright, 2 Halloweens ago? No, 2 Halloweens ago? Do you remember when you were in a force cube and things got super messy?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that was fun. Not fun, but fun.
Enjoy this vision coming to pass as this thing explodes in dark chunks and effluence, coating everything as the entire room explodes in black whatever this is made out of. And you are out of phase for a moment, Bright, as... What? I was going to a vampire city. There was... You're having a little bit of a brain cramp, just not a mechanically detrimental one. And that's when you all see it. Before Bright, because she's a little staggered, can get the windshield wiper going. The black flesh and ooze begins to wiggle and worm. All around you, you're surrounded by black maggots, now crawling along the outside.
You know, honestly, I wondered about that indigestion.
We need to get to Loki or Gak or both of them.
Celine, you are inside a dark cube with a bone claw impaling Bright. You cannot see out of the cube.
That is fine. I'm going to pull my spiritual weapon down into the cube and attack the bone claw with it. For one.
Is that going to be more than 20 feet?
Oh, it may be, actually.
Yeah. Well...
I'll pull it...
Down and at an angle.
Yeah.
I'll just pull it down.
That's fine.
And, yeah, so I'll go ahead and attack it.
This zombie, quote-unquote, has just been on its knees the whole time, just, like, looking up in reverence. It hasn't done anything against you, but it's just there.
That's 11 points of damage if it 20 hits.
It does. Okay.
And because of where I am, I'm gonna aim at its feet. So this doesn't hit right.
Okay.
And I'm a sunbeam it.
Jeez. Not enough.
That's gonna be 34, and it's blinded.
The whole cube, just inside, shining light. It's probably casting a very interesting show out from what little bit can peek through the guts and gore. And how much damage?
34 from the sunbeam, 11 from the spiritual weapon, and the bone claw is blind.
All right, it is flailing, and Bright is sort of going along with it as it's.
Stop! Put me down. Don't wave me around like this. It's not very nice.
Mordecai, there's a blinded, not so good, in good shape bone claw flailing Bright around, kind of bonking her around inside the, like a little pinball. Ding, 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 ding.
You should move your spiritual weapon down here and attack it too.
I'll do that too. Sure. I did a level 8, so let's
Yeah.
bring my level 8 spiritual weapon down. 32 damage.
And it's blind, so it can't see this coming.
Your
Would
weapon,
have had advantage, yeah.
your flowers manifest, swirl, and it falls in half, dropping bright.
We need to get to Loki.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Because I can't see him from here. I don't know if he's okay.
Yeah.
The...
He's gonna...
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna be like, he's gonna be somewhere in this railing pit of maggots.
The bone claws that were scraping at the force field have stopped scraping, and one of them apparently turned, like slammed against the side of the force field, and is just flailing, desperately clawing at itself. You can see it peeling its undead skin off as it is just writhing and spasming, as it kind of creates a window for you all to look out, because it's wiping down. But you see these black maggots are crawling under its skin, is wiggling from within it, and it's trying desperately to claw them out, and it can't. The other one must have fallen elsewhere, but you have one of them that's spasming and falling right up against the force field.
Well, that's a thing.
Now, how long does your cube last, Bright?
1 minute.
Okay.
It's only got a couple.
But it's 1 minute
left
since the
anyway.
last time I changed it. So I
Yeah.
changed it in the middle of the battle.
Celine?
It's got about 30 seconds left. Probably a little more.
This is kind of narrative for you all, but Celine, the jury is out as to what will happen if one of these black maggots makes contact with you. You have no proof one way or the other.
Yeah, that's a bad. I'm gonna need to start clearing space.
I have something that I can help with. And I am going to cast Protection from Good and Evil on Celine. So anything of a aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead, she's protected from.
Disadvantage on attack rolls, can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them, which is okay. So something still might be able to happen, it's just a lot harder.
It's a lot harder to do. If they have to do an attack roll to get to her, then they have disadvantage.
Okay.
And she can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed.
So for right now, you're completely safe. And you have the extra insurance policy of protection on you, Celine. So long as Bright keeps the force field up while the maggots are crawling, you seem to have 100% protection. Mordecai is offering a second layer. So what you all decide to do from here, I mean, if the juice is worth the squeeze, you can give it a try. Otherwise, for right now, you're safe inside the cube.
No, we have to rescue Loki.
We
And
have to
Gak if we can.
Yep. I don't have anything that I'm tapped.
I'm gonna use a big beast smishing hand. We can use it to wipe away maggots, so we can at least see. And it can
Okay.
pick up Loki if we can see him. But it's gonna be hard.
You won't be able to see him from where you're positioned.
Get up on the dais first.
Yeah. Alright, I know what we can do.
We grab him and we run.
I'm gonna cast in that case. Well, whose turn is it?
It's really we're in a we're back in a narrative initiative. There's really no enemies because you just sprayed the entirety of this ship with aberrant maggots that are eating their way through everything in here.
Okay.
So it's really more how much do you want to risk before the maggots can either be removed by you or they remove themselves through some method.
Alright. I'm gonna cast a smishing hand.
Okay.
And I'm gonna keep it... Actually, it can pass through the wall because it doesn't block spell effects.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna use it to just swish away all the maggots from the sides of the cube and just push them out.
Okay. Then as you do, Bright, you for sure see this. All of the the zombies that were sort of animatronics don't really seem to react, but they are falling apart. The bone claws are just laying there twitching as they're being eaten from the inside out. And any semblance of undeath is absolutely just being devoured. It was probably less horrendous with the maggots blocking your view of what's going on. But there we go.
Yeah. Mordecai, can you fly? Can you fly over to Loki now that the cube is gone?
I've already used that today.
Okay. Well,
that was before we even got on the airship.
What's your plan, Bright?
Well, I was just thinking we could fly over and get him. If I can see him, I could have the smishing hand pick him up. And if nothing else, I can cast the fly spell. But I'd have to cast it probably on Celine because she's the one who's protected and she could maybe fly over and get him. But I'd have to drop the cube for her to get out because she can't, unless she wants to take off all her clothes real quick.
Bright, you see this possible future. You created, maybe it wasn't such a bad thing. You created a hole in the back of the ship. And you saw even Mordecai being able to fly. In that reality, Mordecai, as you go to answer, everything inside of you at first is telling you no. But it would seem the fickle gods have smiled upon you. You may thank the fickle gods, because you have a DM who thinks that this is actually a very cool and narrative thing to have happen. Your wings are restored.
Okay. Yeah, actually, yes. I can
Wait,
fly.
now you're stuck. See what it's like?
Yes, I can fly. She's giving it back for today. Yeah. I can fly. I can grab Loki and I can get him out of here.
That's good.
But we need to hurry because if it's been too long, then
Right, I know. Okay.
However it is that I need to get out of here. How is it that I need to get out of here?
None of us can, until I can, unless you want to take off your clothes and drop everything. None of us can until I get the cube.
It takes. How long does it take to doff armor? Like a minute?
Depends on whether is it light or heavy?
It is medium.
It's medium, and Bright, you and Celine can help if you want to strip down Mordecai.
I mean, I'm sure Celine has practice with that.
You're not wrong, I do know. I know those belts just as well, if not better than he does.
I don't know. If we all fly together, we can just grab him too.
There's that, yeah.
And we can't
I
see
really
him.
want to do this.
Your time's running out.
How tall?
You can talk or
Real
act.
quick, why is it you can't drop the cube?
Because
maggots.
Celine might
Well,
actually get
I thought
infected and torn apart by
I
the
thought
maggots.
you cleared them out. Is why I
we
was
cleared
confused.
them. We cleared
We
them.
cleared them away from the cube. to see,
How-
but they're still
how-
everywhere.
How tall is the dais? If Mordecai lifted
10
me
feet.
over his head, could I see Loki?
It's 10 feet tall.
Maybe Bright. That's going to depend also if Loki's in like under or inside of chunks of this thing.
All right. Okay. All right.
We
I
just
don't
have
see what
to.
else-
We just have
What
to.
else we can do? I'm gonna cast a level 5 fly.
Target the both of us.
Yeah, and that's just because I have only level 5 left, so otherwise I'd let you use your wings, but that's gonna go to waste, I guess. Cool wing recharge. And we can all fly together. We can bring the cube with us, fly together, and then I'll drop it in the air once we're clear of the maggots, and then Celine probably or Mordecai can snatch up Loki.
Yeah.
Celine
Let's
probably should get nowhere near that pile.
Mordecai,
Yeah, no, I'm
Mordecai will
going to be
do.
flying.
Unless
right
you
away
want to
from it.
science.
No, I do
Well,
not.
No.
Then Mordecai has to do it. and
Mordecai's gonna
we'll
grab
see what we
Loki
can do.
wherever he is.
Okay.
Because I'll be able to spot him with my, my elven eyes.
Is Mordecai naked for this or no?
No, I don't need to be naked for this.
You could.
Because of the fact,
Because we're flying together, we don't need to Mordecai.
yeah, we're flying together, so the cube is moving with us.
He
All right.
might find reasons to be naked later, but that's for later.
The three of you lift up. The cube, having been wiped by the hand, goes down.
And I'm looking for Loki.
All right. You
wait,
don't have your
wait.
wings for long. What, do they last for a minute?
Oh, no,
I'm not-
we're on the fly.
What's
On the
that?
fly, so 10 minutes.
I'm
We're
on.
on the
Using a
fly.
level 5 fly spell, so we can all fly together.
Oh, why'd I give you your wings back? All right.
Well,
Well,
I wanted Mordecai to do it so I didn't have to use the spell slot, but it didn't work out.
it could have.
I mean, they could still be appearing. They
Yeah,
could still
yeah.
They could still be flavorfully there.
Yeah, absolutely. They were recovered in your time of need.
Yes. And so Mordecai is with Celine's help looking for Loki so that he could spare the dying on him as soon as he sees him.
All right. I want you to make a perception check, Mordecai. Celine, I don't need one from you. You are seeing, as you are flying with Bright in the air, as Mordecai's landing to try and find Lokiadius, that everywhere there were undead, the maggots have coalesced. There are giant black tendrils starting to writhe and form on the interior of the command bridge. And they're beginning to reach up towards you.
Well, I have a little bit of my sunbeam left as well as my spiritual weapon, so I'm going to be cutting those down as I, and beaming them.
Your sunbeam does not seem to have an effect on the tendrils.
Spiritual weapon?
Your spiritual weapon does not seem to have an effect on the tendrils.
Alright, I'm gonna have to outfly them. I'm probably gonna blow a hole in the side then with my last sunbeam.
I would like
I
you.
disintegrated too.
I would like Celine to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh dear. 22.
Ooh. One of the tendrils erupts up, carrying the corpses that it's carrying here in this fusion now of metal and flesh. Celine, you dash forward, able to avoid the grasp of Shonaruth, and you escape through the hole that Bright started with her disintegration, and you were able to flash out of with your sunbeam. Bright, you also see these tendrils, and Bright, unfortunately, you're not immune from the allure of these tendrils. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please, as one of them is going to try and grab you for the crime of having a Fey origin.
22.
Oh,
All right.
yes.
Well, you also then find. So the two of you, Celine and Bright, almost like they twist around each other. The tendrils wrap, almost kind of Looney Tunes style, in like a knot as they go to wrap around the both of you. You split up and you both fly through. Mordecai, you're desperately trying to dig through the goop in the ichor. And oh my goodness, Legendary Action Official coming in with 50 people. Welcome. Can I get a shout out if I have a Dark Wolf, or I don't know if Raven's hanging out?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, Raven, thank you very much. Mordecai, you're wading through this. There are the little maggots. Like, where are you? Where are you? And you hear the slurping in the goop, and the two tendrils collide as you look up from the pile. Now, Mordecai, there does not seem to be anything coming directly for you yet. What would you like to do, though, as you saw Bright and Celine get out of there through the hole that was created in the hull?
I'm still looking for Loki.
All right, you're desperately searching. Loki, I need you to make a perception check, Mordecai.
Another one? Okay, I can do that. Oh, come on.
Loki! Why are you so good at hiding, even when you're unconscious?
I'm just like calling after him. If he can hear me, I'm calling his name. I'm shouting for him at this point.
I need Mordecai to make a dexterity saving throw as one of the tendrils comes slamming down next to you.
Not today.
You are able to dodge out of the way, and the tendrils, while there's certainly a pile of maggots here, the tendril that slammed down is starting to like scoop up the remains and drag it towards the middle of the chamber where these two black tentacles, massive and girthy, are pulling all of the bodies and everything together into a central location. Mordecai, you gotta do this. You don't have much time before everything is gonna be a pile.
Need to find him. Norlai will hate me.
Please.
Splort onto the floor as the pile has been drug over here to the central area where there seems to be a lot of where there's the command stations and where everything has been drugged to. So far in this goop, in this mess, you haven't seen him. Mordecai, can you do it?
Find him. I need to find him. Loki, where are you?
Yo! There's
there
a 24.
we go. Vomiting clutch.
Mordecai spots a big lump. That's probably him.
There's a lot of this gravy. You see a hand as just sort of rolling along, like it pops out. And Mordecai, I want you to try and grab him now, like before it's rolled over, before he's pulled in to the final pool of this black tendril. Grab him and get out of here. I want you to make.
I can see him now.
What's that?
Bonus action, I can see him now. Spare the dying.
Okay.
And I'm pulling him out with my action.
I want you to make a dex save at advantage. Please.
Big money.
18? Alright. You grab him and you're pulling. You're able to get him before he's rolled in and lost. You pull him and you begin to fly away, but you haven't made enough distance. Not before there's another tendril that's going to shoot out and try and wrap around the both of you. Mordecai, I want you to make one more. Can you get out of here?
One more regular?
Dex. You got your wings. Dex at advantage.
Ooh.
It's
21. It flies out, newly extended from the added mass that was heaped in from the command dais. It extends further, almost gets you. You're able to hold Loki close, do an aileron flip. It's not a barrel roll. You do an aileron flip, and you corkscrew right out the side of the ship. You burst out into the cool summer night. Up in the air, you can see there must be another thunderstorm coming soon. There's lightning in the clouds on the horizon blowing in. There's a wind. But Mordecai, this actually feels like a fresh wind. It actually smells like rain and not fetid, rancid water.
Well, it's up to my lady to clean up here, I guess.
And there's Bright, and there's Celine.
Is Loki breathing?
Make a medicine check.
Oh god, I'm terrible at this.
Man,
What
words
is
you don't want your cleric saying.
I'm the medicine one.
Yeah, I know. Mordecai, maybe not. You go to listen, and it maybe there's rushing wind. There's too many distractions. It's hard to tell. Although, one of the things that you do, well, I'm looking at you, Coffee, and if you can't see me, then well, anyway.
Nope, can't.
You peel Loki's eyes open, and his eyes are completely rolled back and black.
Okay. I am going to use a charge from my Staff of Healing to cast Cure Wounds on him so that he wakes up. So it's a level 1 Cure Wounds.
Loki inhales something. You're not quite sure what he says, but there's words. He's saying something, but it's in a strange language or just random syllables. Maybe he's just still on the brink. He's incoherent.
Loki,
Yes.
come on. Come on, brother, get up. Wake up.
God, my chest.
You alright? You're gonna live. You're gonna live.
I don't recommend that.
I know, it looked unpleasant. So, I'm sorry it took so long.
Yeah.
If something had happened to you, Norlai would kill me.
I mean, probably not, but she would be very angry.
She's powerful enough to kill me. I wouldn't doubt it for a second.
I don't think she would have it in her, though.
Well, let's all get back, because I'm tapped. I got nothing left.
Yep.
And with Loki still in hand and catching up with Bright and Celine, Mordecai's hope is to make it back to the ship. To their ship.
You do begin to fly, and as you do, in the night, there are a lot of strange sounds coming from within that derelict ship. Clanks, clunks, things being destroyed, stretched, demolished. And as you fly off, while this is nothing that your characters would see, as you are wanting to make haste back, at some point that night, a very large, snake-like thing is going to ooze, like pus from a wound, is going to ooze from the ship, to crawl and slither. And insinuate itself into the town. And one by one that night, the lights go out. And it is here, flying with all due haste. You're not landing back right at the crash site of the Norelei, but probably back on this hill, with a little bit more to trudge, and some night ahead of you. It's quiet, except for the rain that starts once more. And we are going to end the session here. I know that we went over, and I appreciate your patience. I hope it was worth it for you as players. And for all of you who are watching out there, I appreciate the extra time that you gave us to finish that.
Loki coming in clutch.
Yeah, we got a big host right there at the end.
We did. And thank you very much to Legendary Action Official for coming in. And Ravenstar, thank you very much for the shout out. Alex, I hope everything in your game tonight was awesome. It's great that you had 50 people to raid in with. I appreciate you all coming in strong with that as we were finishing up our session as well. Now I think what we're going to do is go on a bit of a raid ourselves. We're going to come down from this with a little bit of mini painting and a little bit of storytelling at Good Enough Painting. A fellow Ohioan, actually. Let's go hang out with Good Enough and all of the Nuffies, which are the little painting dragons that are his mascot, and find out what he's painting, the stories he's telling, and I hope to see you all around. Dark Wolf and I should be live at the store tomorrow for some big fun and some giveaways and such. We'll be doing probably a little mini painting as well. And an anonymous gifter, thank you very much for giving out those subscriptions. We are going to have our monthly giveaway, I believe, on the 18th. So every subscription counts to get more boxes in more people's hands. So thank you very much, everyone. Now let's go on a raid. If you are a subscriber, you have a raid emote. Let's go in with a Hero Zone raid, and then I might need to take just a little bit of time with my players to cool down a bit and get things reset. And then we're going to come back next Friday and find out what was that. See you over in Good Enoughs, everyone. Goodbye.